Hey guys, welcome back to Moderate Performance. Daryl here. I am working on the rims for my pickup truck. They are my winter rims because my summers, they're the Harley Davidson style for the F-150, the 20s. They look awesome. They're one of my favorite wheels on the bullet nose F-150s. However, the tires that are on them, not good in the winter at all. I have tried, I tried last year. They're absolutely horrible. And I'm up here in Canada, we get snow, we get ice. So I have a set of winter rims. Let me show you what we are going to do to them today. All right, so here they are. This is the wheels that came on my pickup truck when I got it. They're my winter set. They're a bit beefier tread, but they do fit in the wheel wells quite nicely, and they actually have really good winter grip. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to change them up. I'm going to rock them the way they are. So they're not a bad looking wheel. They're Eagle alloys. They are a little bit of a cheaper, no, a little bit less expensive rim in the world of wheels. This one, so obviously, it's a little bit wet because I just did wash them down. Just to get the dirt off, and as I was washing them I kind of felt some rough spots and like some where it's peeling and whatnot. I felt some tough edges, so I'm gonna sand them down. But yeah, this one, it doesn't look half bad. It's like, oh, it's nice chrome lip and black in the center. However, when you look at the other rims, they must have touched this one up and they kind of forgot that there was a nice chrome outside ring, and then they did the same thing on this one, and then they did the same thing on this one. So we're gonna fix all that. So what I'm gonna do, so I washed them off. I'm just gonna take a little sanding block. I'm just gonna rub them down, sand them down a little bit, kind of knock off like I said, where the rough spots are, where it's kind of flaking and peeling. I'm gonna get those knocked off, and then we will repaint them. However, we're not going black. We'll talk about color in a second. Sanding montage. All right, here we go. We have the wheel all sanded. As you can see, there's some spots where I had to sand the black away to kind of level it out. And yeah, it looks like it'll be all right. Looks kind of crappy right now where all the spots are, but once we get her all, painted up, should be a whole lot better than it was. And so now, yeah, I have these recipe cards. And you stick them in the rim and it makes it nice and easy peasy. This one, the tire is actually quite close to really tight to the rim. So I actually had to let the air out. Then I could like push on the sidewall and then slip the cards in. So boom, recipe cards in, which is a recipe for success. Ho! And then yeah, I got my garage door cracked open a bit. Gonna throw a fan on for some good ventilation. And now the color we're gonna go with. Initially I thought, hey, I want to switch it up to white rims because I like white rims, but on a white truck it's like, and then during the winter it's gonna get dirty, the white's gonna look gross. So I'm like, hey, I had a brainwave, let's go with bronze. Oh wow, the color, the lighting in my garage is kind of off, so that looks really yellowed right there. There we go. Let's go over to the white LED. Boom, there we go. We got bronze. So yeah, I did a little bit of looking around on the interwebs, and I saw searching for white trucks or white vehicles, anything with bronze wheels, and white and bronze is a pretty good combination. So yeah, I got some Duplicolor high performance wheel coating. Oh, high performance, that's always a good thing. So boom, we're going bronze. So I'm gonna throw down a few coats. I'm not gonna lay it down too heavy. Probably do at least 2 or 3 coats so that we have some nice coverage, because I only want to do this once. So here we go. Shake this bad boy up and let's start spraying. Boom, and there we go. The finished product from painting the wheels, like, I think it turned out pretty killer. That's depending on what angle and how much light you have on them. Like, there's so many dynamic colors. Like, you get the darks, they're dark, they're light, and they got a nice shine to them. Like, I think they're gonna look pretty killer on this truck. And the truck that we are speaking about is, woo, there we go. That is my 2001 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4 that we lowered in a couple of videos back. And so the tires that are on here, this truck came with a lift kit, and these are the tires that were on it. And so yeah, these guys, the Harleys, they are obviously my summer setup, and this is tire size matters big time. These ones will fit on there, but I took a measurement of the front, so 31.5 inches at the front from the fender to the ground. In the back, it's 32 inches. So I'm gonna get my truck lifted up here. I'm gonna put each tire side by side so you can see the height difference between those two tires, and we'll see how high she sits afterwards and how much the winter tires are gonna fill the wheel wells. So let's go. All right, so I typed in the 2 tire sizes on TireSize.com and let us compare. So the summer wheels have the 275 45 20, and the winter tires have the 265 70 17. So as you can see, the height comparison, basically 2 inches from 29.7 to 31.6. So it's 2 inches taller, a little bit narrower on the winter tires, and revs per mile. So 678 revs per mile for the 20s and 638 revs per mile on the winter. So gonna have a little bit lower RPM on the highway. Speedometer is going to be, let's see, how far out is it going to be? About 5 miles per hour at 70, or 4.5 miles per hour at 70. So not too bad. I do have a handheld programmer, so I can edit that and get the speedometer accurate again. So we'll just have to go driving with the GPS afterwards. So there's the computer difference of what the computer visual. Let's show you what the actual tires looks like side by side. Alrighty, so I don't know if the camera does it justice, but yeah, there's a little bit of a height difference there. So it's there we go. Yeah, and yeah, so we'll have to adjust the speedometer, and that tire is definitely going to fill in the gap between the tire and the fender that the 20s were missing. So that'll fill up the gap, but also raise up the vehicle. So we'll compare and see the fender height from the 20s compared to the winter tires. So let's throw these bad boys on and see what she looks like. All right, so here's the finished product. Here's the wheels on my F-150. I quite like the look. I am very happy I went with the bronze. I think it looks great here. And as you can see, the tire size definitely fills the wheel well, a little bit more than the 20s do. I measured the fender height, and they actually lifted the truck up 1 inch, so a little extra ground clearance for winter. And one thing I like about the bronze, they hide the dirt quite well, because I have not washed my truck all winter, and they still look pretty good. So try doing that with a black wheel. So yeah, I am very happy I went from black to bronze. Do you like the bronze? Let me know in the comments. Do you think I should paint them a different color? Let me know in the comments. But I'm claiming it right now. Bronze is the new hotness. Everybody go out, paint your wheels bronze. You'll be cool. And as always, like and subscribe. And if it ain't broke, go drive it.